Hello, online crew. Second time in 1 week. I'm doing well and I'm back again. So, again, it's great to be back here live with you this week, feeling human again at the moment. I've still got a journey ahead of me for the next few months with my health. If you haven't listened to my video from 2 days ago with what's been going on with me, you can catch up with the story there. But it's just great to be back. So 2 days ago, I shared everything that's going on, what happened with my health, where I'm at, my diagnosis, my treatment, and everything that I have to endure over the next 3 months, which is going to be very up and down, and it's going to be hard. But it is what it is. I've got a positive outlook on all of that. But I also wanted to share kind of the good, the bad, the ugly of what's gone on the last 3 weeks with not being able to work my business, completely dropping the ball. What's kind of happened with that and what's kind of happened since, and how I've resurrected that since I've, come out of hospital, etc. There's a few lessons in this, and there's a few things that I want to share. And I really think some people in the industry need to hear how to approach people in these circumstances, because there's been some messages that I've got that I really shouldn't have got. And it's the ugly side of network marketing. My motto through and through, I've always stood by my motto to be a human before a marketer. And to my core, I live and breathe that. And I would always encourage you in this industry, whether you are creating content, whether you are liaising with people, whether you're trying to attract leads, whether you're trying to make a sale, that you always be the human before a marketer. There's been some messages and things that I've had in the last sort of week or so that are definitely not that. So I want to share that as well. So let's just have a little bit of a recap. So I go into hospital. Obviously, I completely dropped the ball on my business. No content being created, nobody being followed up, just complete stop, halt. So the impact of that, obviously lead flow right down, content down, views down, everything goes down. Okay. Am I worried? No, not in the slightest. Okay. This is what I love about our industry and why it's worth fighting for, and why you should work hard to make it work, because of the times where you have downtimes, you don't feel like it, you go away, you're on holidays, you want to, retire, but still have your money working for you. This is what residual income gives us. So while I was in hospital, I earned a bonus from the company, from existing sales, which is just crazy to me that I earned a bonus while I was completely down and out in hospital. So there was that. I was still hitting leaderboards for sales for the month. Sales was still happening, even though I wasn't working my business. And I'm currently still the number one on the leaderboard for our next incentive trip. And the points just keep going because of the activity I have still going in my business, even though I'm not working it, and I've still got paid. That is phenomenal. This is why we fight for residual income. This business, this industry isn't necessarily easy, but where do you ever get that in life? No one's promised anything, when you get sick or you quit a job or whatever, you just don't get paid. Residual income is one of the smartest business models around. And I would just really encourage you to work hard at building up, a residual income. So when things, go differently, you get sick like I have, or you want to go on holidays, or, you're looking to the future and you want to retire, but you still want to earn money to live your lifestyle, that you've got something, coming in. So grateful for my business and this industry to be able to pay me, be on the leaderboards, rank advance, get bonuses while I'm flat on my back in hospital. So that's the good. That is the amazing. Also, on the good side of it is it's very forgiving. So when we have our moments when we're unwell, we have personal issues, we go away, whatever it is, relationship issues, whatever's going on, and we have those down times. Network marketing is very forgiving in that we can get back in the game pretty quickly. So here's what's happened since I've been back in the game. So, as many of you know, I've got a rough three months ahead of me with, treatments and chemo and whatever. I don't know how well or how sick I'm going to get with all of that, but I'm just going to do what I can when I can. And, I'll just, if the treatments make me sick and I'm out of the game for a bit, well, then so be it. But network marketing is very forgiving of that. So that's awesome. But here's all I've done since I've got kind of back in the game. I've only put 4 videos up since I've been out of hospital, just 4. My first video, it took me a number of days to have enough even energy to do a video, but I did a video after a few days of being home last week and just sort of shared my story about what's going on, etc. So just letting people know why I've disappeared. And I even said in that video, if you're kind of wondering, where did that girl that put up videos every day go? This is what's been going on. And I just shared my story. That's all I did. So that's one video. The second video I put up, I repurposed a video that had done well previously and got me leads with the intention of getting new leads, which I have achieved. Okay. So one video sharing my story, no sales pitch, no business, no product, no nothing like that. The next day I put up a repurposed video and that got me leads because it worked well before, so it worked well again. And then I've put 2 other videos up, and this is what I think is the combo, this is what I want to share with you. Hey Jen, so good to see you. The combination when you create content, I know getting back in the game, there's only 2 things I need to do: content and conversations. Yes, I've dropped the ball on my business for a full 3 weeks, nothing. And yes, customers turned off their orders and things like that. Things went backwards, but I'm not going to cry over it. It is what is. And that's what I love about this industry. But as I said, I still got paid. I'm still on leaderboards. I'm still number 1 for the incentive trip. Next one. I still got a bonus, incredible stuff. So incredibly grateful for that. But obviously, while I'm feeling up to it, which I am at the moment, I have a goal for this month. It's not a very big goal. I'm not going to hit number 1 enroller. I have for the last 6 months in a row in my company, in my country. It's impossible to do that this month again. So I can't do that, but I still had a goal for myself for this month, and I've already hit it in 4 days. Okay, just by putting a few videos up, getting some leads and having conversations. So content and conversations. So I put a video up, and this is what I want to share with you as well. It was a video combining a bit of my story with something that's helped me that also has a benefit to others. So I think why the video did so well, and I'll give you the stats in a sec, is that it's the combination of not just talking about something and how good it is. It's the combination of me starting with a story and something personable, and then relating it to something that's helping me, which I'm actually physically using, and it's really helping me, and then sharing the benefit to others. So I did that one video a couple of days ago. I put it on TikTok. I've had 18.5 thousand views on TikTok so far and 311 comments. So probably 50% of those 311 would be me replying, so responding. So, over 150 comments on TikTok. On Instagram, exact same video, 5.8K views, so a lot less views, less than half the views on TikTok, but even more comments, 384 comments. So I've hit a connection. People are listening. People have connected with my story. I know they've connected with me as a person because they're asking for information, but they're also dropping, I wish you well on your journey. So they've picked up with me as a person and my story as well as what I'm sharing. So when you're creating content moving forward, have a think about that. How can you combine more of your story and what you're going through and what's helped you and what your challenges are, as well as what it is that you're sharing? Okay. So just in 4 videos, Like I've completely kind of turned my business around and I can't keep up with my leads at the moment. Like I'm a little bit too busy for my liking. Like I need to be very careful of how much I do. If I do too much too soon, I'm going to go backwards. So, but I've already hit my goal, my personal goal, for May. Which I wouldn't have thought would be like a week ago. That was not possible in my mind. Like May was an absolute write-off in my business, because 3 weeks of that was, in hospital basically. So I share that with you with the good of this industry as well, because even when you have those down times, when you're not working your business, you get sick, relationship issues, or you're traveling, or finance issues, or, whatever's going on for you, network marketing is very forgiving. You can come back in the game. So if you've left the game and you're like, it's too late, I've let it go, like you can always bounce back. I'm bouncing back now. Who knows how much I'm going to do over the 3 months? I'm going to go up and down, but I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that I'm going to have some okay months, and I'm going to have, months that are not so well. But as long as I can do as much as I can do and not push myself too hard, but still keep my business ticking along, I know I'm fine, because the residual income is going to keep me going. Like it's worth keeping going. Okay. Now, the bad and the ugly, I also want to address. And I'll repeat this again. I don't care who you are, how long you've been in the industry, what kind of, whether you're a leader, whether you're not, you're brand new, whatever, just always be a human before a marketer. Never think of lining your own pocket before the thought of another human being, especially when they're not well and they're going through a health crisis. I am so disappointed and disgusted at some of the messages that I have received with people pushing their network marketing products on me in my personal circumstances that I'm going at the moment. I have gone through hell in the last 3 weeks. I am still fragile. I'm going through chemo. I'm on a multitude of medications. I'm just keeping my head above water, but I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm good. But I'm still very fragile, and it's going to be a hard 3 months ahead. The last thing anybody should be doing to me is pushing their products on me. So you don't want to be that person. Like I know that, and for anybody that sent me a message that sent it the right way, don't panic. Okay. There are people, and I got just one just 10 minutes before this live, and I've already responded, and she tackled it beautifully. She messaged me and she said, I wanted me to reach out to you. I don't want to cross any boundaries. I don't want this to come across the way. I'm not pushing anything, but it would be remiss of me if I didn't share with you. And I can tell this person is passionate about what they do and their products, and they're genuinely trying to help me. But the way they've pitched it to me, I don't take any offense to that at all. I know she's looking out for my best interest. And, I've just responded, accordingly and politely, and thanked, and, etc. It is not the right time when somebody is going through a medical crisis for you to push your products on somebody. Don't do it. There are people that have messaged me that even if their intention was good, the way they approached me, I will never buy anything off them. I support people in this industry and other companies. I listen to people. I'm open. We should all expect to be open. If you're in this industry and you want people to be open to what you have, then you should be open to what other people have, as long as it doesn't conflict with what you're selling. So we need to be open. But how you approach people is everything. And there is a way to show care and concern and be polite and respectful and come from the right place and from the right heart, in your words, so somebody gets the right impression, even if they're not interested. Okay, so somebody can approach me, and even if I'm not remotely interested, the way somebody approaches me, I know whether they're coming from the right place or not. Now, I've had messages that long that have gone straight into, Helen, I've seen your story. I want to tell you about. And it's all information. It's all stats about the product. It's all whatever. I think this would be really good for you with your medical diagnosis, blah, blah, blah. And it's all about them. It's all about the information about the product. And it, like, you just don't do it. Don't just, if that's what gives our industry a bad name. It is so tacky and so disrespectful. Are you hearing me? I'm sorry if I'm a bit passionate about this, but on the receiving end of that, I get so disappointed in some people in our industry and how selfish they are with wanting to push their own product, with how they approach it. And again, I'm not saying that there aren't genuine people that have genuine products that genuinely believe that they could help me in my circumstances with my, with my lupus and my stage 4 kidney disease and, whatever. Like there are people that genuinely feel, but how you write that message means everything. And you always want to remember, am I being a human or am I being a marketer? Like, is this self-interest? Am I just talking about me and my company and my products and what I think would be good for this person? Or I'm actually showing some care and concern for, am I actually even asking how they are? Geez, Helen, you've been through hell. I have got something I want to share with you, but I want to check in with you first. How are you doing? Novel idea? Let's ask somebody how they are when they've gone through a medical crisis and they're now on chemo. Sorry, I'm getting, I'm an advocate for this industry. I'm so grateful for the residual income in everything I've just gone through. Like, it makes me more passionate about working in this industry and all it affords us, when we put the hard work in. But I'm also equally, I get so disappointed with how spammy and tacky and selfish people are in this industry. And if you can't be a human before a marketer, get out of the industry, because that's not what we want to represent. Do you agree? Like, don't you think we want to hold a higher standard, especially when somebody's gone through a medical crisis? I can always be a human before a marketer. Okay, I've had my say. I hope that resonates with you in some way or gives you a message. I don't mean to, come down hard on anybody. And again, if anyone sent me a message, I've responded to everybody in a very polite way. I haven't left anybody in the lurch, and just be careful in the industry, but also appreciate what residual income in this industry affords us. Okay. So that's me for this week. 2 days ago, I shared if you're watching this video and you're like, what's going on with her? Like, what's going on in her world? Just watch my video from 2 days ago. And I did want to share these messages today. Thank you to my coaching community members that turned up on the live Q&A Zoom call, one just before this live. And I'll be doing the one for UK and Europe tonight, my time, there tomorrow morning. So I look forward to that call as well. So I'm back on my normal schedule now for this foreseeable future, unless the chemo kicks my butt. I don't know. I am planning to be on my normal schedule, my 2 lives a week, which I've done this week, next week, and the week after, and the week after. But we just have to ride that wave and see how it goes. Hopefully I'll show up as I normally do. But if I can't for some reason, or I'm unwell, I'll just keep you informed. Okay, so come along with the ride. Come along for the ride with me. But for now, it's good to be back. I feel quite strong this week. It's a non-chemo week this week, so I'm feeling better this week, and hopefully that's the case in the months to come. So appreciate you, online community, and I will see you guys next week.